Peace, family. This is Brother Shaka Shakur with another segment of Africa Talk. And today we're going to start this segment in a place that most people come to relax and have fun. Some people came here the other day to see what the hurricane looked like. But that place is Coney Island. And I'm at Coney Island because Coney Island is a specific place for African people. This is one of the key docking ports and transportation ports for property that they call slaves, which we call Africans who were captured in captivity, prisoners of war. So I want you to look out right now. There's a schooner way out in the horizon there. And as we look at that schooner, this schooner is at the distance that a slave ship would have been at. And that slave ship would have you and me in it, along with chickens and ducks and whatever else they want to put in it. And then a boat will go out to meet that schooner and bring it back to the shore right where I'm standing right now. And when it would come to the shore, it would be filled with brothers and sisters in shackles and chains, babies who have been violated, brothers, sisters, and babies who have been violated, ready to be sold as property. Now, why do I bring that up? I bring that up because I want us to stop sleeping. I want us to wake up and understand that we are at war. And this is a real war we're in. We don't have time to play around. We don't have time for games. We have to get organized. And we have to first recognize that we are at war. A lot of us walking around like it's okay. If you turn on your TV right now, internationally, you are witnessing the recolonization of Africa via Libya, via your president, not mine, your president. I'm talking about your man, Barack Obama. Barack Hussein Obama. Now people will say, well, Shaka, I thought you were saying we should vote for him at one time. And I'm going to tell you why I said that. I did tell you to go vote for him because before Barack Obama hit the presidency, when me and other revolutionaries would tell you, man, don't vote, don't put no energy in this system, it's not going to work, you would argue us down. Maybe if we get a black president, it would change. So when the opportunity for a black president came, I rushed you to go to the polls and go vote for him. Because I knew that a year or two from the day you voted for him, you'd be coming back upset. And now that everybody is clear that he is not a black president, he is a black face who is carrying out the structure of white power, we don't have to have this argument no more. Now we can go ahead and get some work done. I have to do it, people, because we know, those of us who understand our lessons, that the 85 are easily led in the wrong, hard to be led in the right. So I had to send you that way so you can see for yourself. Now we all agree that he is not our president. He's not our man. So with that being said, we got to organize and move forward. And we got to move forward knowing that we're in a struggle. We're in a struggle for the liberation of African people. But we didn't say we was in a struggle for the perfect African to be a revolutionary. We're in a struggle. We want Africans, period, to be revolutionaries. You get out of that Christ-like mentality. This ain't church. We ain't Christians, and I no disrespect to the Christians, but it's real. The Christian religion under European domination has pumped us with this Christ-like mentality that you got to be spit, boot, shine perfect before you can do something right. That's like I'm on the block and somebody that's on dope tells me don't use dope. I don't not listen to them because they're on dope. I take their advice and help them get off dope too. If you were brought up in this system of white supremacy called America, my friend, you got the same dirt that I got. And don't think, and I'm talking right now specifically to the conscious community, because consciously we all run around thinking we above the problem. No, sometimes and most times we are the problem because we're so busy fighting an external force that we never come in to fight the internal force, which is the cracker inside of you. The one that has you doing all this wildness, that has programmed into you the beginning. I'm a student of Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad, and one of the things that we were taught, and he said, and I quote, I don't care if I slip on a banana peel, it's the white man's fault. And why would we say something like that? Because you didn't come here disrespecting your sisters. You didn't come here disrespecting your babies, disrespecting yourself. We didn't come here doing these things. We learned these things while we were here. So now that we are revolutionaries and we're on the right path, that doesn't mean just because you took a shahada or just because you got down with a revolutionary organization or you read a couple of books or you went to a couple of lectures or you got some locks or you were in an ankh that you free of all that 400 years plus madness. No, that means that you're aware of it and you have to spend the rest of your life consciously working at changing it. But it doesn't mean you can't get busy and fight in the meantime. It means that you got to get conscious and fight that in you while you fight that without. This is what we have to do. We have to get organized. Stop tearing each other down. And stop making excuses for this damn devil. He's a devil. He is wicked by nature. She is wicked by nature. I don't care if you're cool with them, if they're your friend at your job. Fine, be cordial, say hi, all that. But know and understand the nature of things. And once you understand the nature of something, you won't be surprised. And you won't fall for the okie doke every time. The nature of our people is righteousness. Even though we don't act like it, the nature is righteousness. And even though they don't act like it, or they do act like it, but they don't act like in front of you, the nature of that beast, of that white man is wickedness. Love your African self. Be your African self. Be proud of who we are. Teach our babies to be proud of who we are and move in that direction. And let's stop using I saw Shaka do this, so all of a sudden I'm not rolling with Shaka. You didn't run a roll with me in the first place, and you were waiting for something to happen to justify your madness so that people wouldn't look at you and say, why are you starting problems? That's what we do. You know, we in a relationship. We don't want to be in a relationship, so we wait for somebody to leave the toothpaste open so we can blame the toothpaste as the reason you left. You left because you didn't want to be there. You stopped working for revolution because you didn't believe in revolution. Got nothing to do with the person. Because if you really believe in revolution, you would see the principles and what they're saying, and hopefully if you care about the person, you'll feed them their own principles so they can get right. Let's get with it, family. Let's get organized. Let's stop talking about what we're going to do and start doing it. All you guys on Facebooks with the guns and all that, I'm not saying I'm against it. Yeah, get your rifle on. Get your pistol on. Get your training on. But build a school to go with it. Build some programs to assist that. Stop getting on Facebook with the macho revolution, and let's get down to some real hardcore work. Let's get in the community and do some work, family. This is what we got to do. We're not going to change things. Facebook is cool. It's a medium, but it's not the revolution. We got to get out there and do what we got to do. But remember where you came from. Don't let no one fool you into thinking that you are not an African. We are Africans. Let no one take our culture away from us under no circumstance. Everyone else has a culture except us. We give our culture away. You're a Muslim, you forget you're African. You're a Christian, you forget you're African. You whatever it is, you forget you're African. We're African first. Everybody else is who they are first. We are who we are first. And then we could be somebody else. So stand up for who we are. Organize for who we are. And know the history of where I'm standing. This is where they bought African ancestors to sell. Right here on this port. And as a young man standing behind our cameraman, I want you to hear that and listen. I'm glad you stopped over here. Come on over here. You can come here. Where you from? Bangladesh, okay. Let me ask you a question. My name is Shaka, first of all.
My name is Steve.
All right, this is a song. We're doing a show here called Africa Talk. And what we do in this show is we educate black people, African people, to who we are and where we're from. Because like your people, we've been colonized.
Yeah,
same color, exactly.
Yeah.
But you see, like in India, you have the British who came, the French who came and colonized India.
Yeah.
Prior to that takeover, everybody there knew who they were.
Yeah.
We're Dravidian. You knew the history. And I know, I'm glad you say you're from Bangladesh, because I know in Bangladesh there's a real problem with color.
Yeah.
You know, the darker people are one way and the lighter people another way.
Yeah.
And family, that's the same thing that they do to African people, all dark people.
Yeah.
You know, I think there's a movement in India called the Dalit.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so you know about that, right?
Yeah.
So this is the same thing we saying. We got to be proud of who we are and know that you and me, we share the same skin color.
Yeah, same skin color.
Same skin color, same people.
And same people, same Muslim people.
Yeah, exactly. Same Muslim people, everything.
Yeah.
And got the same enemy.
Yeah.
The same people doing you wrong in Bangladesh are the same people doing me wrong in Harlem.
Yeah.
And once we organize, that's called Pan-Africanism.
Yeah.
See, Pan-Africanism is when I recognize that the situation in Bangladesh with dark people, people look like me, is the same as my situation here.
Yeah.
And I can see that. So
Yeah.
once I see that, we unite around who we are and we get strong and we get back to where we belong.
Yeah.
You know? So how do you feel about what I just said?
Right now I feel is very good. I'm coming just first time coming this area.
Okay.
As I never come too long been here this New York City.
Yes.
But I never come in here. Just today coming just I look in, another day I bring my family.
Oh,
That's
okay.
I like this very good.
Yes.
This very feel good.
This
So
is
this area is very enjoy.
Good, yes.
Yes, I like it.
You know that this is a very spiritual spot right here, right?
Yeah, this is very nice.
Yeah.
I like it.
In the 1800s and the 1700s, African slaves were bought right there by where that boat is,
Yes.
and they were brought here and sold on this beach right here. Slavery took place right here.
That's good.
Yeah. So when you bring your family, teach your family the history.
Yeah.
Let them know, like, you know, at one point this is where they sold our people into slavery.
Yeah.
You know, into servitude.
Yeah.
But now it's a different story because you and me are here talking now.
Yeah, I
And
understand.
you know, and as Muslims,
Yeah.
we know that we're under one God.
Yeah.
You know, there's only one God. Muhammad is his prophet, alayhi
Yeah.
salam. And we know as dark people of the darker complexion,
Yeah.
that we're the same people.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I want you to tell the people on the camera that we're going to show that you and the people from Bangladesh recognize your connection with the people from Africa.
Bangladesh people and African people are very similar. This same color, this different is good, and talk same is similar. This
Yes.
Muslim, this everybody same thing.
Yes, yes.
But I have a lot of friend African.
Yes.
This is very good. Muhammad, Hafiz, Habib. This lot of friend. This is good. I'm work Chinatown. This have a lot of black people.
Yes,
Muslim
yes.
everyday friend. Lot of people. This is good. I like it. This.
Good.
Yeah.
And your name is again, friend?
My name is Mubarak Hussain and right here ST Islam.
Mubarak Hussain.
Yeah. My country name
Okay.
Mubarak Hussain. Right here is Steve Hussein.
Okay, well no, I like Mubarak.
Yeah, Mubarak is a Muhammad, Islam
Yes,
name.
my name is Shaka Sahaluddin
Yeah.
Shakur.
Yeah.
Good to meet you, brother. Salam alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
All right, take care, brother. All right, family, there you go, live and direct. You know, we ain't just talking. What we're saying is felt around the world. So it's time for the African here to wake up. People around the world know your situation better than you do. That man's from Bangladesh, and the first thing out of his mouth is we the same people. Not we Muslim, just we the same people. We the same color. And me and you in Brooklyn and Bronx fighting because I'm from Brooklyn and you from Bronx, or vice versa. That's ridiculous. We're fighting because I'm a socialist, or I'm down with this revolutionary organization, you down with that one. I don't eat meat, you eat meat. I got locks, you don't got locks. We fighting for all these foolish reasons, but our brothers and sisters all the way in Bangladesh who are suffering harder than us are waiting for us to do what we got to do so they can get on board and follow it. See, if we don't get on board, the African here in America, if we don't get on board and stand our ground, then people like that brother will come here and they will get swooped up into white supremacy. They will get swooped up into white culture because we ain't making a stand. We not actively going out, and that's part of your revolutionary. We're talking about being a revolutionary. That's your main job as a revolutionary. Meet, connect, and organize. That's what you do. You don't stay around with your little clique that you got cool with and that's your revolutionary group. No, you go and open borders. You build bridges. This is what Brother Malcolm did. Malcolm went around the world building bridges with people of color, and he did it in the tradition of a greater man named Marcus Mosiah Garvey. You know, this is what we got to do. And we live in New York City. I do anyway. I don't know who's watching it, but I know I'm in New York City, and there's about every complexion of dark people represented here in New York. So what kind of revolutionary would I be if I just stayed in Harlem? Or I just hung out with people that look exactly like me and didn't try to connect with the rest of my brothers and sisters. He learned today about the history of Africans here. That would have never happened if I didn't come out here and do my job, which is post up in front of this camera and be seen. All right, family? So just remember that. This is probably going to be one of those 3-part episodes on YouTube, but it was worth it. You know, check us out. You can email us at African Talk, African with a K, A-N, talk, at gmail.com and at AOL.com. And you can also hit us up, MCASA1 and 1MCASA, number 1. So 1MCASA for the new African Talk episodes and MCASA1 for the older episodes. And at the end of this episode, I always put a trailer so you can see it. And support the new album by Maroon Society, a group that I happen to be a part of. It's called Raise the Frequency. There'll be a track at the end of this one called FYI. Check out the track, give us your opinions, and support the revolution. Organize, 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 get free. All power to the people. Salam alaikum, Black Power.
Yeah. Yo. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-lay. You want the DJ them I say. Watch it now. Yo. Death to the fascist, conservative bastards. They exploit the minerals and turn lands to ashes. Never follow Democrats, Republicans or such, cause when it comes to poor folks, they don't give enough. Substandard housing, education minimal. Tell me when's the future when I'm labeled as a criminal. Racial profiling, police state regime. They protect the property for corporate machines. War is big business, it's all about the funds. Don't believe the hype, son, they supply the guns. And wait for the games to start killing, so they can stack a pack, flip a chip and make $1 million. What about these babies getting snatched off the streets? Modern day slave trade, they don't wanna speak. Now how are we illegal? You stole land from people. The truth is you evil, your plot is real see-through. Tea Party pretenders, racist agendas, backed by the federal government spenders. Illuminati hand signs written in the stone. Who really runs the government? How many of y'all got cloned? Who really killed the princess? Look how they handle business. Assassinate the presidents to keep it all in fitness. I hope that you be hearing this. Every word is serious. If you try to flip, well then your death becomes mysterious. Yo, F, Y, I, come on, F, Y, I, come on, F, Y, I, come on. Information, liberation, come on, F, Y, I, come on, F, Y, I, come on, F, Y, I, come on. Information, liberation.
I felt the force of soul sonic while I'm coursing this track. Dug deep into my bag and know how. Wow, this is climate change music. Hoping that the way we rhyme and changes music. Call it hip hop liftment. Marley's embodied in it, Garvey's embodied in it. Chill with your lady, you can party while you're listening. We hope you learn while you're listening. Have visions of America burn while you're listening. Get prepared for the worst while you're listening. Detach that U-Haul truck from your hearse.